70 years on, and amazing surprises were waiting for me. Of course, I knew about the party at home and my family and friends who were coming to celebrate with me. What I didn't know about was the slideshow that David produced with the help of Gillian, Sarah, Gideon and others, showing my history of 70 years through photographs. What I didn't know was the surprise party in Paris. How Gillian arranged it all without me knowing, I shall never know. The party was held on Saturday, actually 3 days before my birthday.
I came in once with Gillian Cyril away. I let myself in.
Come on, enough.
What did I say?
You said something,
Birthday.
and you said something about...
You were happy with me.
I'm very happy that I met you, and I'm very happy that we met each other. And we've had a lovely time together, and let's carry on.
Today I'm a fountain pen. But what's a fountain pen?
That's a really nice photo of you.
Our dad is 70.
Really?
That's David in the Triumph, right?
The best thing I did in my life of 70 years was to marry Gillian. Certainly when we got married I could not have visualized the path of our life together, and in those days if anyone would have said I would be celebrating my 70th birthday in Israel, I would have been quite surprised. Our life has been eventful and we have tackled the good things and the bad things together. Without Gillian, my life would have been quite barren. With Gillian, it has been full, and of course, with 3 children, our life has been truly blessed. When I was a kid, we got watches when we were 13. If they wanted to know if the watches were working, we'd listen to the ticking. Now we have to wait to see the hands moving round. Well, our first house, number 27 Harmsworth Way, it had an oven, it had a washing machine, it had a TV, it even had a dishwasher. It had a car outside. What is really new, so the computer is really new, the internet. The mobile telephone is something that we didn't dream of in those days. I think there was always also hope. In the 60s we were looking forward. We were looking forward to economic prosperity, and in the 70s Gillian and I felt sufficiently confident about ourselves and about our ability to cope and to come on Aliyah, and 15 years of challenge awaited us on kibbutz. Again, being together helped us through the good times and the bad. We came to the kibbutz on the 27th of March and we left, as we discovered, also on the 27th of March, 15 years later. Just look back. Turkey farmer, factory machine minder, dining room duty, and on Purim no one recognized me because of the costume as I served them. What about the Israeli army? driving the postal round, the mobile laboratory that I drove for repairing radio equipment. Looking back is easy. Looking forward is difficult. Though I was brought up in a war situation and was evacuated from home and family, I believe I was lucky to be born in 1933. What is going to happen in the future? We are on the brink of war. The gulf between the haves and the have-nots is greater. The world population is greater, and the ability to look after this population is diminishing. Does this mean the future is bleak? The big surprise is that I'm 70. I don't feel like a 70-year-old, but how are 70-year-olds supposed to feel? I must thank my parents' genes for my good health. The fact that I had milk at school and the sport that I did at school, I'm convinced that rowing laid the basis for a strong, developed body which enabled me to remain reasonably fit. But I've had two lives. Life in middle-class England, and from 40 years old, life in Israel and kibbutz. A diametric change which I'm sure kept me young. Now for the future. A trip to England to see my niece married with 4 days in Paris for Kef. Travelling business class on accumulated points. And then back to my latest interest, working in the museum and continuing to hike with a wonderful group of friends. For me, life has been full and satisfying, and long may it continue. Did anyone notice? I married at 27. I lived at 27 Harmsworth Way. Came to the kibbutz on the 27th of March. Left the kibbutz on the 27th of March. Does anyone believe in lucky numbers?
Oh, I forgot. We came on Aliyah on the 27th of September, 1972.
Okay, who's going to cut the cake? Anybody hungry?
Good Lord, 11th of March 2003. Somebody's birthday, I believe.
Gillian and I flew to France to celebrate in Paris before going to London. Wear something nice, Gillian said. After all, we're in Paris and I booked a table for lunch.
The Church of Notre Dame, Our Lady. Posing Christian statue. Hello. Well, talk about a surprise.
We arrived at this posh restaurant. Oh yes, your table is upstairs. And many friends who had made the journey from England just to meet with me. It was an amazing and wonderful celebration of my 70 years. Could anyone wish for more?
Everybody's here, David's here, Mirav's here. And Gidon, of course, who I missed at the other party. And Robert and Linda, David, Heather. This is so marvellous. All the people that weren't with me in Israel are here with me today.
Set fair.
I don't think I need to tell everybody here, but maybe I'll tell you what. And
All right, drink up.
being you.
When we're in England, we're going to come up and see you.
We did just that because Rika couldn't make it to the party in Paris. So we visited her when we were in England, and now we shall just go back in time to the party.
Go on, smile.
Well, it smells delicious.
Good.
Got my juices going already.
Well, back to the hotel after a marvellous day in Paris.
And now a little sightseeing in Paris before going to England.
Place des Vosges. Fancy a nice café crème. Voilà. Là c'est bon. Ouais.